Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about NEO, and then where do I think the price of NEO is heading to, at least for the short term, right? The current price of NEO is just about 2,300, right? About 230,000 sats, and then today's date is just about 322.19, right? So when you take a look at the price of NEO, right, it is pretty interesting. Starting like the first week of December, we made a very impulse wave to the upside, got rejected by this area of 100 EMA, made a nice ABC correction to the downside, and then another push to the upside, right? So NEO is basically trading just about this area of 100 EMA, and then about to get a nice crossover, right? We got a nice correction just about this area, just like LITECOIN did a couple of weeks ago. Same type of correction, right? So, but the correction of LITECOIN is just cleaner. LITECOIN got a very impulse wave, a nice correction, and then a move to the upside, right? So, but the correction of NEO is kind of ugly, but still a correction, right? So what I'm looking for NEO to do is, I was anticipating a one-to-one extension just about this area, but it seemed like NEO decided to get a 0.618 extension. Let's verify. Roughly just about 0.618 extension, right? So it's not bad, 60% instead of 100%, so it's still good, right? So we got a slight pullback, and then when you take a look at the pullback at the same time, let's take a look at the pullback. The pullback is back to like 0.618 at the same time also. Let's take a look at it. We got a pullback just about this area of 0.618. So we got an extension of 0.618 and a pullback to 0.618. So what I'm expecting at least NEO to do for the short term, I could be expecting a let's see, another one-to-one extension just about this area. So this one-to-one extension gonna enable this these two moving averages to cross over, and at the same time NEO gonna go back to its October high, right? Just about this area of roughly 28,000, right? 280,000 sats. So let's say 2,800, right? So at least, right? So current price of NEO is just about 23. So you're looking at just about 25 to 20% move to the upside very shortly, right? So we could expect like NEO to be moving to the upside after ontology starting after ontology starts to cool down, right? So, and at the same time we got to pay clear attention to ontology, right? You see this big sell-off just about this area. I think it was February 23rd, right? So 24th, 23rd, NEO got a big sell-off to the downside, right? That's when we started to go bearish, right? That's when we started the correction to this area of 50 EMA. If you watch my altcoin daily update, I said NEO gonna come back down to this area and get a correction. So since 223rd, right, 19, that's when ontology started to move to the upside. So we're gonna take a look at ontology, see the correlation between NEO and ontology. When you take a look at ontology on the 23rd of February, just about this area, 23rd, 24th, we got a big move to the upside, right? You take a look at this area. This area right here, we got a big move to the upside while NEO was moving to the downside. So you got to pay clear attention between ontology and NEO. They basically share the same volume. Not at 100%, but when ontology is going up, NEO is either moving sideways or NEO is correcting. So what I'm expecting ontology to do, we got a big sell-off I think yesterday or so. So just recently we got a big dump to the just about this area of a couple of days ago, right? So I'm expecting this type of sell-off before NEO at least move to the upside, right? So basically just keep an eye on ontology. Wait for the I'm waiting for a big selling pressure on ontology. It doesn't have to be a 15 to 20% move to the downside. I just want to see a big selling volume. Maybe this one is convincing, but I'm just gonna wait for the next couple of days to see if ontology is gonna start to cool down. So And at the same time, you see like Ontology already got like a 1-to-1 extension from this correction, like a move to the upside, you know, came back, wait for this crossover, and then push to the upside, exactly 1-to-1 correction. And then we start to see like some volatility just about this area. So I would be expecting like at least Ontology to start moving like sideways, let's say just about this area, right? I would be, you know, I would be expecting like Ontology to move in sideways. And if you really take a look at it, right, Ontology is up like almost like 130, just like, you know, the rest, like kind of like LITECOIN. I think like LITECOIN is up like 200%, but you know, Ontology is up like, you know, 130 just like for like a little less than 6 weeks, right? So you could be expecting a cool down and then let NEO and gas, you know, to take over, right? So talking about gas, we're just gonna take a look at that gas, right? When you take a look at gas made a very impulse move. Gas is pretty aggressive, right? More aggressive than NEO and Ontology. So we got a big pump just about this area of second week of you know, February. So what I'm looking for gas to do, at least for the short term, to make another extension, just retest this area, maybe break it and come back test this area of you know, first week of September. You know, you're looking at September to just about like October high, right? So I could be expecting like gas to be very aggressive, you know, sometime in like first week of February, I mean first week of April, second week of April. So we already like got a nice correction, about to get a crossover between the 50 and then 100. When you take a look at it, same type of correction Ontology got, right? And if you take a look at the pattern of gas and Ontology, is the same, right? Big move to the upside starting August, you know, come back down just about this area of you know, first week of December, and they move to the upside. Same type of pattern, you know. The pattern of Ontology is just like a cleaner, right? This pattern is kind of, you know, all over the place for gas, right? With this big pump to the upside. I think this pump was like let's see. This pump was just about, you know, almost like 95% to the upside. So it is pretty aggressive, like when it wants to be. So just keep an eye on, you know, NEO and gas. Ontology is up like, you know, 130, and then NEO is only about like 40%, right? So since like December. So you could be expecting NEO with another 40% at least, you know, before end of the summer. So, and Ontology, I'm expecting Ontology with a big pump. It doesn't have to be like 3 to 4 days, but you know, Ontology can, I mean, not Ontology, gas can pump at any given time. So just keep an eye on gas with these pre-pump candles just about this area. So it's pretty aggressive, big correction. Now we're moving to the upside, right? About to get a crossover. As soon as we get this crossover, you know, I'm gonna keep a close eye on gas, right? So let's go back to NEO. We covered pretty much everything about NEO. I mean, everything I needed to say about NEO, right? Just waiting for the crossover between the 50 and then 100. You know, we got a big green candle. Even though the market kind of like moving sideways, NEO is, you know, showing some sort of resistance, right? So we could be breaking this area of resistance very shortly. It's just a correction, so I don't think it's any type of resistance just about this area. We got a resistance just about this area, but this is just a normal correction. Big support from the 50 and 100. So expect NEO like with some, you know, with a big volume. You can see like we don't have like a big volume, right? The last time NEO got a big volume was like, you know, 3 months ago, like you know, last week of December. So we haven't seen this type of volume like, you know, the last 90 days. So you could expect like NEO with like, you know, 3 to 4 days just like this, right? 3 to 4 days with some big volume. So all right, that's about it for today. Let me know what you think down below the comment section. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and then make sure to share, right? Thank you for watching.